Jorma, let's talk about Relax itself, because there are dozens of meditation apps. I'm sure
Dozens. There are much more than dozens.
Okay, I was modest. They're much more than that. And you're aware of that. So what makes Relax truly different from all of them? Why would it stand out?
Well, the one thing that stands out is that we are actually taking people's biometrics, their HRV, which is heart rate variability, their body temperature, and we know how stressed out they are. And therefore, we also know what helps.
Welcome to the 10th anniversary season of Swiss Impact with Banerjees.
This season, we bring you the movers, shakers, and visionaries who are redefining industries and turning investments into real lasting impact.
These are the investors changing the game, driving sustainability, transforming lives, and proving that profit and purpose go hand in hand.
Every investment is a choice to shape the world we leave behind. If you're ready to be part of something greater, to invest in impact, to invest in hope, to invest in change,
this is where your journey begins. Welcome to the milestone 10th season of Swiss Impact. Can you believe it? A decade of stories, impact, and real change. Today, we are just getting started on an even bigger journey.
Absolutely. It feels like we just celebrated New Year's Eve, and here we are, February. Time moves fast when you're working on what truly matters.
And speaking of momentum, here is something exciting. Our TV network has now reached over 5 million viewers, but the goal is 20 million by the year end. And why? Because the world needs to hear these stories, the ones that shape the future of business, investment, and innovation.
And to the real shift, investors aren't just chasing profits anymore, they are chasing purpose. With our AI-powered system, we have helped channel over 1 billion francs into business that aren't just profitable, but truly transformative. This isn't charity, it's the future of smart investing.
So think about this. What if the next unicorn wasn't just another tech company, but a business solving a real world problems? Clean energy, circular economy, health tech, AI for sustainability. These aren't just trends. They are the most profitable sectors of tomorrow. And we are here to connect the right investors with the right ventures.
And that's why our ecosystem is expanding. Visionary entrepreneurs, forward-thinking and mindful investors, and global leaders who all understand one thing. The future belongs to businesses that serve both profit and planet. The consciousness shift is indeed speeding up.
The keyword is to serve and consciousness shift. And behind this mission, we are honored to have a powerhouse advisory board, leaders who shape industries, guide impact, and ensure that this global shift is strategic, credible, and results driven.
And let's be honest, all of this impact talk is exciting, yes.
Yeah.
But also stressful.
Yes.
So how do you stay calm while changing the world?
Well, I think we need to enter today's guest, Jorma Kario, the mind behind RILAX, an AI-powered platform redefining stress relief. It offers personalized relaxation tailored to your rhythm. Sounds like magic, but it's real. Is this the future of mindfulness, like smart investment in relaxation?
Let's find it out. With this, we welcome Jorma Kario. Welcome, Jorma.
Hi, Jorma.
Hi.
Are you here with us?
Hi, good. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
So, where are you, Jorma, at this moment?
This moment I'm in Finland, actually, Helsinki, Finland.
Ah.
That's
cold.
amazing. It was cold, yeah, but
Yes,
maybe
pretty cold. Although January was very warm here, so but now
Really?
it's getting colder again.
What kind of temperature?
We are like -1, I think, now.
That's rather warm for Finland, indeed. Jorma, I'd like to introduce you quickly to our audience before we dive deeper. So, in today's fast paced world, stress has become the norm. But what if AI could help us to slow down a little, breathe, and truly relax? So, Jorma Kario, you are a visionary entrepreneur on a mission to revolutionize mindfulness with RILAX. What we say, the right AI powered platform, right? And with your amazing career across multiple industries, you combine innovation and wellness to bring a smarter, more intuitive way to unwind it all. So we are ready to dive in and learn how to distress while changing the world for better.
So, Jorma, welcome to the show. You have had diverse entrepreneurial journey from automation to wellness tech. What inspired you to create Relax?
Well, I have been interested in wellness and wellness apps for many, many years. And I've been using them and trying to get in shape, and also tried out lots of different mindfulness apps as well. And I find that most of them are lacking something. They are either not that easy to use, or they are not for me. So I was thinking that there must be a way to get more personalized, more tailored content to people, something that they can relate to and that can be also measured, so that we get results instead of giving everybody just the same ready-made content. We would do them for the people using the services.
I agree, because we are so unique. Each person is different. So not everyone needs to be given the same pill. The same with mindfulness and relaxation. So that's amazing idea. So mindfulness is ancient. AI is futuristic. What made you think these two worlds could merge in an effective way?
Well, we are not trying to change the ancient methods. We are actually embracing them, we are using them, and we are getting people to use those methods to relax. What we are doing differently is that now that all these wearable devices are available, we can actually measure the results, so that we see that what is working and what is not working for each individual user. And that way we can steer them to use the exercise routines that work for them.
Okay. But sadly, stress is becoming such a constant in modern life. From little kids to adults, everybody is stressed out. So was
Or
there
they stress themselves, so it's their choice.
Yeah,
They need
exactly.
to make the choice.
Was there a personal moment that made you realize the need for a tech-driven relaxation tool?
Well, I have been trying out tech relaxation tools myself, and I learned that they help, but at the same time, I'm not sure what works for me and what has long-term effects on me. And therefore, I was thinking that this should be something that we could, test and see what has some effect. And therefore, I came up with the idea that let's actually measure the results and let AI to see what's happening and analyze the results and change the suggestions based on those analysis. And that's what we started doing.
Okay.
Jorma, let's talk about Relax itself, because there are dozens of meditation apps. I'm sure
Dozens. There are much more than dozens.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
modest. They're much more than that. And you're aware of that. So what makes Relax truly different from all of them? Why would it stand out?
Well, the one thing that stands out is that we are actually taking people's biometrics, their HRV, which is heart rate variability, their body temperature, and we know how stressed out they are. And therefore, we also know what helps. And we are the only company using biometrics to tailor the meditation sessions and solutions for each individual user. So Relax is different for every user.
I see. I'm
That's a
curious
good
to
one.
try that.
Yeah.
So, can you walk us through a relax session? What can users expect when they first time trying it out?
Sure. When you first try it out, we need to have some kind of a baseline. So we need to know what is normal for you. And for that, we try to get historic data, maybe from your existing smart devices, maybe your Apple Health, Google Health history, where we can see what has been your baseline stress levels throughout, say, 1 month or 2 weeks or whatever. And based on that, we know if you are now stressed or not. If we don't have any baseline, we need to build it. So that takes a few days to determine where we are. And it helps if we can also get answers to some background questions regarding the stress level that a person feels. And then we start taking these measurements and trying out different kinds of short relaxation techniques. And we pretty quickly learn what is working and what is not. And by analyzing that data continuously, we can then start making these more and more accurate for each person.
Okay. And how does Relax detect stress levels or emotional state and tailor the mindfulness exercises for that
Well,
individual?
it detects the stress levels mainly using HRV, which is the most exact measurement using to measure stress. There is, of course, also possible to try to measure the different biometrics, but for now we're starting with HRV, the pulse, and body temperature. And if you do a relaxation session like 1 minute, we can immediately see the results from that. Even with such a short time as 1 minute, you can see the results immediately.
Wow. And but how do so say for example, I have your technology or I have some kind of wristwatch or I have some kind of ring
Yeah.
which will tell me, oh Ben, you are now getting stressed. For example, when my kid is playing with another kid in a room which is full of very valuable things, then my stress level is getting high.
Yeah.
So will my watch immediately start beeping, Ben, you
Well,
need to be
not
stressed?
necessarily, because if some device keeps pointing out to you all the time that you are stressed out, that's maybe a good thing. It creates more stress for you because now you
Yeah.
have to deal with your device plus your kids. So instead of that, we do give out alerts if we see that your stress levels have slightly gone up, slowly rising, and we may tell you, okay, it looks like that you are getting more and more stressed. But it would be perfect if you would yourself determine when you feel stressed out and that now I need something to, calm myself for a while. But yes, we do also give out alerts if it gets to that the stress keeps going up and you are doing nothing for it, and then we may give you a quick alert.
Okay.
Jorma, I'm myself also yoga teacher, and so mindfulness, of course, has roots in spirituality. So I'm always a bit skeptical about all these apps because I'm more on traditional way. So can AI driven mindfulness ever replace traditional practices, or is it more of an enhancement or an add-on? So how does Relax ensure that digital mindfulness complements rather than replaces human connection?
No, we don't want to replace anything.
Good.
What I think is that it's an add-on, and it complements what you are doing, and you get measurable results that you can see for days and days on. If you have a yoga session, you might be relaxed for 2 or 3 days, and because you can actually see, you can visualize the results. then that maybe prompts people to come back again after 3 days, saying that, okay, this was really good. I felt good and I could see that I was feeling better. My body was doing better for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's starting to go back again to the stress level. So I would like to have another session now, please, and come back to you.
Okay. I wanted to ask something because today I just now had a meeting with one of the heads of a religious institution, and he said that they noticed that the last 15 years, the number of children or young people going to communities or to religious houses have gone down drastically. And that's they think is maybe due to social media or whatever. So that's the impact of technology on
Yes.
our lifestyle. So do you think Relax can complement to that somehow, that bring people back to kind of communities or start thinking as a community instead of all locking themselves in their house and just playing with their iPhones?
That's a good point. We could add maybe also taking into account how many times people start watching YouTube or Instagram or whatever that they're looking at all day long. So instead of going to Instagram and looking at short videos of funny cats, maybe you should go out and play with your
Yeah.
friends. And I don't say that we want to spy on people on what they are doing, but we could add a kind of a counter that sees that, okay, today you have spent like 8 hours watching cat videos. Maybe you should consider doing something
It's
else.
like an ugly truth, right? But if some people are able to face it, they think, "Oh my God, okay,
Yeah,
I should stop
exactly.
that," right? So
Exactly.
it's sometimes we are not aware of what we are doing. So if it helps to show it to us, and we can change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. So, and I have another cool question for you, Jorma. So, some people say technology itself is the root of stress, right? So, how do you ensure Relax doesn't become another digital distraction?
Well, yeah. Surely it is a device or it's an app itself, but at the same time, we are using traditional methods of meditation, relaxation. So we are trying to steer away from staring at your screens, and instead of closing your eyes, listening maybe to waves or rain or some music, and trying to do something else than to watch your screens. And with while it's an app, I think that younger people maybe are more easily adapted to using that kind of a relaxation method instead of going to yoga studios or retreats. And maybe they could be steered to relaxation that way and then get them to go to retreats and all that.
And so one of the points I thought about is the corporate, because in corporations, the stress level is skyrocketing.
It
So
is
can Relax be integrated into workplace wellness programs of major
definitely,
corporations?
definitely. The cost of stress nowadays is huge. It's like 300 billion yearly in US alone and 1 trillion worldwide. And that's because of stress, because people are stressed out, they are not productive. So the impact on the productivity is 1 trillion globally. And if we can do anything to that, maybe make that even 10% lower, it would be a huge impact on the profitability of the companies. And therefore, we are talking with companies as well. We are trying to get this integrated into the healthcare system, into the company's healthcare system, as well as general health providers systems, so that they could add mindfulness and relaxation to the other health providing things that they are offering. So yeah, definitely.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like for all those who are not driven by the wellness of people, but by the profit, it's still a good thing, right? It's a smart choice because then again, you can increase your profitability if your people are relaxed and feeling good.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I for myself, if I feel stressed, I'm not creative, I'm not productive. But once I'm de-stressed, I'm extremely creative and cannot come up with new ideas, new ways to do things.
Mm,
But that's not possible when I'm stressed out.
absolutely. Confirm as an ex banker.
Yeah.
And I think the same would be valid for students at the universities, right? So, do you plan also to offer it for schools, universities, for them to manage academic stress?
Exactly, definitely yes, and because most of the students are young people, they are more adept to taking up this kind of a service, which is handheld, and you can use your own devices for that. And it would be good to have relaxation sessions between the lectures, and to be to include that in the uh, what they are taught at schools as well. So definitely that's a good idea as well.
Mhm.
Okay. And what worries me is that the personal data. So when, say, for example, you have a client, Peter, who is using your app. So
Mhm.
who is getting access to all his data?
Well,
Because if the
we
companies
don't.
or the insurance company will say, hey, Peter, you're always too stressed out. We are not going to insure you, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, we don't collect personal data more than what we need to. So we don't know the users' names, we don't know the users' addresses, background, where they work.
Okay.
We only know that their biometric data. So we know their heart rate, we know their maybe skin temperature or whatever, but we don't know who that person is. It's all anonymized and also very highly encrypted as well. So there is no way, even if someone for some reason would be able to get all that data, it doesn't really account to anything because it's just numbers that don't mean anything to anyone.
Okay.
Okay, that's good
Next.
to know. And Irma, let's talk business now. So the global mindfulness market is booming. How does Relax position itself within this 6.5 billion US dollars industry? So what's the business model behind
Well, the
relaxing?
business model, it's like a freemium model where we give out the app for free, but then people are paying for the sessions maybe, and also when we start using their biometrics and we use AI, then they are paying for those extra services as well. So first they get to try it out for free, but then the add-ons are for pay. As for the market itself, it's huge, and I see ourselves beside players like Calm and Headspace very soon, because we are the only ones using people's own biometrics to measure the results, whereas the competition this far has been using generic methods and one fits all kind of approach, which we don't.
Mhm.
And you are currently raising investment. So what kind of investors are you looking for, and why should they be very excited about Relax?
Well, we are excited, and I'd like them to be as well. So we are looking for investors who are interested in helping people feel better. So that's our main thing. We are not we don't want some VCs who are just after the money, but obviously this is going to be huge. So there's going to be profits. But our main goal is to get people uh, more relaxed, being happy at work, being more productive, and that way be able to give more to the community as well as, of course, their workplace.
Yeah. And would you also be open to, for example, cooperation with organizations who are like offering yoga or some kind of
Yeah,
distress that their thing is coupled to yours, so that
of
when you
course,
find out that they cannot make their offerings, so
of
you would be
course,
open to that kind of cooperations?
of course. Yes, we can always work with anyone in the industry and providing healthcare. And yeah, sure, we are ready to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yorma, and where do you stand now with Relax? So is it up and running? You have users already, personal, individual, or corporate users? So where do you stand right now with the app?
We just started, so this is we are pre MVP. So the app is not ready. We are working on it, and we are looking for seed investment right now. And with that, we'll finalize the app and then try to get it out to market as soon as possible.
How much we need to relax?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, uh, right now we are looking at raising between 1 and 2 million, and then that would take us to the market. And after that, we might be needing to do another round later on this year or early next year.
Yeah. And what is the long-term vision for Relax? Scaling globally, partnerships, or even acquisitions?
I would say actually all of those. Yeah, we want to scale globally. Our first target market is EU and Europe and US, but we want to localize this in as many countries as possible, as many languages as possible, very, very quickly. And but this year, I think we'll stay in Europe and US.
Mm-hmm. I think I have a very tough question because talking out of experience, so many mindfulness brands struggle with profitability. So they have impact, but profitability is rather low. So how does Relax build balancing impact and financial sustainability? What do you do different?
Well, our cost structure is very, very lean, so we don't have huge amounts of people doing the relaxation sessions and that. We are mostly doing the app right now. We are adding on people, we are adding on counselors, guides as we go along, but we try to keep the cost as low as possible in order to be growing, profitably, and not spending all the money and then find ourselves in trouble after that money runs out. So yeah.
And what in your personal experience has been till now the biggest challenges, or you see that in bringing AI driven mindfulness to mainstream markets?
Well, I think it's important to teach people or make people aware of the mindfulness in whole, and explaining how the AI can help to create personalized mindfulness sessions and techniques, and that would be the way. And as you said earlier, the wellness industry is blooming. People are really uh, interested in their well-being, and that's one field that's growing fastest. And in addition to physical wellness, psychological wellness is the next step, and that's where we're going.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
I also think we are going definitely to the next step of consciousness elevation. Everywhere it's popping up, like mushrooms after the rain. So it's really great that the world is speeding up on technology, but also on consciousness elevation. So I love that. Jorma, maybe a few more questions we have for you. For investors and partners who are watching us, how can they join you on this journey to revolutionize stress management?
Well, please reach out, contact us through email or book a call. Here are the details for that. And that's about it. I mean, please reach out.
Okay. And Yorma, before we go, what's one simple mindfulness habit anybody watching can start today to improve their mental well being?
Well, one that I have found very easy and very quick to do is a breathing exercise. If you breathe for 1 minute slowly, breathe in through your nose for like 8 seconds or 15 seconds, fill your lungs, and then hold your breath for 10 to 15 seconds, and then slowly breathe out through your mouth again for like 10 seconds. And do this a few times in a minute, and then that should lower your stress levels dramatically. And if you had a Apple Watch or something that you could measure it with, you could see that your HRV has gone up by at least 40%.
Wow.
That's very easy. You know, the easy exercises are a lot of times the most powerful ones. We just need to do them, right? That's always the same. Like, we need to do them.
I usually end up breathing only 2 times a minute, and that's where I hold my breath a little bit longer and I breathe out a little bit slower, and that way I can get more out of it. Yeah.
Amazing. And so maybe very last call to action to our global audience. What do you want to say to them? What should they do?
Well, I don't know. Please join us in this journey to make people more happy, more relaxed, and also more relaxed workplaces. Let's keep those stress levels down and help each other.
I love that. So it actually was very relaxing TV show to me as well. Thanks, Jorma, for your energy and being with us today. So with this,
thank you very,
we're
very
looking
much.
forward to see you relaxed and
yes. To be here. Thank you.
Thank you. So, dear audience, with this we end the first episode of the 10th season. The coming weeks, we will bring one after another amazing projects and more investors. That's what we are looking for, to bring you more investors, amazing investors, and so you will get to know them very soon.
Thank you. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
What an inspiring conversation! Impact investing is more than just finance, it's about shaping the world we want to live in.
If this episode sparked new ideas or possibilities for you, don't keep it to yourself. Get involved.
Subscribe for more powerful insights. Follow us on social media and be part of this movement.
Are you an investor making a difference? We'd love to feature your story in our next episode. Reach out and join us.
Let's build a better, more sustainable world, isn't it? Together. See you in the next episode.